Staying true to a path of honesty is an arduous challenge that few can fully appreciate. For those who aspire to live with integrity, it's essential to grasp the depth and significance of such a commitment. Let me reiterate for emphasis. It is incredibly challenging for a person to maintain a constant desire to act with honesty. Working diligently and embracing a lifestyle of simplicity grants us the liberty to pursue an ethical existence. It's important to acknowledge that hard work and frugality can coexist with selfishness and dishonesty in some individuals. But that is not the intended lesson. I've come to understand that the wisdom embedded in this idea transcends mere financial prudence. The more we reflect on this concept, the more we recognize its influence on various facets of our lives. Furthermore, this proverb sheds light not only on honesty, but also on numerous other virtues we should embody. When we live in perpetual want, the pursuit of virtue becomes significantly harder. Picture this. Our virtues are tested in the crucible of our desires. And the more intense our desires, the fiercer the battle. An unending craving for more, which may appear innocuous at first, can insidiously erode our character, integrity, and core values. On some occasions, we might successfully fend off the temptation to compromise, but more often than not, we falter. The stronger the pull of our desires, the greater the risk of compromising our virtues. Think about it. A person who is never content with the money they have, constantly seeking to amass more, will find themselves more prone to dishonest behavior in their pursuits. This endless quest for wealth can lead them down a path where ethical boundaries are blurred and integrity is sacrificed. In contrast, those who find contentment and practice moderation are less likely to face such ethical dilemmas, as their desires do not overpower their commitment to virtue. Living a life of honesty and integrity requires more than just a superficial adherence to ethical standards. It demands a deep-rooted understanding of our desires and a conscious effort to align them with our values. It's about recognizing the subtle ways in which unchecked desires can lead us astray, and making a deliberate choice to prioritize our principles over immediate gratification. This journey is not easy, but it is a worthwhile pursuit that leads to a more fulfilling and authentic life. The relentless pursuit of more can consume an individual, making it far more challenging to lead a life of honesty and virtue. Those who continually yearn for a bigger house, a grander vacation, a fancier car, or a more expansive wardrobe often find themselves ensnared by greed, selfishness, manipulation, dishonesty, impatience, and jealousy. Living in a perpetual state of desire makes it exceedingly difficult to maintain an honest and virtuous life. This leads us to a crucial self-reflective question. Am I constantly craving more than what I currently have? And how does this insatiable desire clash with the virtues I aim to uphold? This introspection becomes even more pertinent in an economy designed to stoke our desires, constantly urging us to seek more and more. The less content we are with our lives, the more we succumb to this societal pressure, and without conscious effort, our hearts are gradually reshaped by a culture of perpetual wanting. It's essential to clarify that ambition itself is not immoral. Hard work and the desire to provide for our families are commendable. There are indeed times in life when pursuing something better is necessary and wise. However, the problem arises when we are never satisfied, particularly regarding money, possessions, power, fame, and pleasure. This perpetual dissatisfaction makes it harder to live a life of unwavering honesty, leading us to frequent temptations to compromise our integrity. There is an undeniable connection between our constant desire for more and the erosion of virtues such as honesty, patience, contentment, generosity, and humility. Our culture often whispers that true happiness lies just beyond our reach, in something more, something new. This persistent message undermines our ability to remain true to our values, fostering a sense of discontent and moral compromise. Ultimately, living a life of virtue requires mindful effort and a commitment to resisting the endless pull of desire. It's about finding satisfaction in what we have, and recognizing that true fulfillment comes not from accumulating more, but from cultivating contentment, integrity, and generosity. Only then can we hope to lead lives that are both honest and genuinely rewarding. The true challenge we face is not only in aspiring to lead a fulfilling and meaningful life, but also in resisting the ever-present temptation to seek more, even when we have enough. This is where the philosophy of minimalism becomes exceptionally relevant. Minimalism encourages us to redefine what success looks like, to appreciate the unseen over the seen, to understand the hollowness of relentlessly pursuing material possessions, and to focus our lives on purpose, virtues, values, and deeply held beliefs. However, adopting a minimalist lifestyle does not automatically equate to living a more virtuous life. The concepts of minimalism and virtue are not synonymous, yet minimalism can reduce the areas of excessive want in one's life, thereby making the path to honesty and integrity a bit clearer. Minimalism strips away the distractions and excesses that often cloud our judgment and values, allowing us to focus on what truly matters. Perhaps minimalism isn't even the most fitting term for this idea. Contentment might be more appropriate. Still, minimalism often serves as a catalyst for achieving true contentment. It challenges us to reject the societal messages that equate happiness with the accumulation of more possessions. It invites us to create a legacy not defined by what we own, but by the quality of our lives and the impact we have on others. When we aim to live a life focused on legacy and purpose, adhering to our virtues becomes significantly easier. Minimalism invites us to value experiences and relationships over material goods. It encourages us to find satisfaction in simplicity and to recognize the inherent beauty in what we already possess. By lessening our dependence on physical possessions, we open ourselves up to pursue more profound, meaningful aspects of life. This shift in perspective helps us align our actions with our core values and virtues, facilitating a life of integrity and honesty. Living minimally and with contentment is about fostering a mindset of abundance and gratitude. When we cease the endless quest for more, we begin to perceive the true wealth in what we already have. This approach not only leads to a more fulfilling and meaningful life, but also cultivates a greater sense of peace and satisfaction. By embracing simplicity and contentment, we can navigate life's complexities with greater ease and purpose, allowing our true virtues to emerge more naturally. Furthermore, minimalism teaches us to appreciate the present moment. It emphasizes the importance of being mindful and fully engaged with our current circumstances rather than constantly yearning for something else. This mindfulness helps us to develop a deeper sense of appreciation for the small, everyday joys that often go unnoticed in our pursuit of more. It also strengthens our connections with others as we become more present and attentive in our relationships. Minimalism is not about deprivation, but about enrichment. It's about stripping away the unnecessary to make room for what truly enriches our lives. By focusing on what is essential, we can build a life that is not only simpler, but also richer in meaning and purpose. This focus allows us to cultivate virtues like honesty, patience, contentment, generosity, and humility, which are often overshadowed in a culture driven by consumption and excess. Minimalism and contentment pave the way for a more authentic and virtuous life. They help us to see beyond the superficial allure of material wealth and to appreciate the deeper, more enduring sources of happiness and fulfillment. By embracing these principles, we can live more intentionally and in alignment with our highest values, creating a life that is truly worth living.